So we'll go straight into it today. What are the top 5 mistakes that people are making in OFM?
Yeah, so this kind of applies to all business, but obviously we're going to apply it to OFM specifically because we are in that industry. So mistake number 1 would be working alone. Now, this isn't always a problem. However, working with someone or with a team will make things 10 times easier than doing it by yourself. You can delegate tasks or offer to do the shitty tasks while the other person either does the shitty tasks or takes care of the important business decisions.
Exactly that. So whilst one person's running it, the other person can think of growth. Or even if you do it with multiple people, such as a larger team, then you can really focus on each separate section of the industry and then try to progress down that route.
Yeah, now you're probably thinking, oh yeah, but I won't get all the profits, I have to share profits, etc. But you'll be growing 3-4 times as quick as you would be able to by yourself. Believe it or not, you do have to sleep, you do have to rest at some points, although, depends on who you are. But most people do have to rest, and you're not fucking Superman. So having a team there to be able to work on off shifts, take care of things, keep the business running 24/7 is just important.
Most of the time, people have problems finding people to work with. This is why a general community or networking with other people in the same area of business as you is going to be able to help you out, because you'll be able to find like-minded people which are knowledgeable in the area as well, and then you can cooperate with them to progress your business.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think a lot of people get this like lone wolf type Sigma mindset from TikTok and consuming all that bollocks. So yeah, it's a big problem. People just try to take all the glory for themselves, and not enough people actually work as a team nowadays, and they don't really understand actual friendship and working hard as a team.
Exactly, and that brings us on to the next point, which is attitude. A lot of people, like Carl just said, have the wrong attitude, and they come into it thinking they're going to be the only ones, they're going to be the superior that succeeds as an individual and makes millions of pounds just by themselves. That's not the correct attitude to have. You're going to want the attitude of working hard, working with others, and changing your life for the better.
Yeah, another thing is people assume coming into OFM that the industry is so easy. Yes, it is obviously easier than most industries. You're selling a product that literally sells itself. However, you still need the correct skills. You need to be able to put the work in, etc. It's not exactly going to be as easy as a lot of people portray online. They're probably just trying to make you buy courses. OFM is not easy.
So yeah, coming into that as well, as a model, doing just OnlyFans by itself is going to be very hard. And this is why they need these management teams to help them out. So this is where you come into the attitude of you're working for the model, not the model working for you. So they are technically the boss. Yes, you're taking care of everything and you're managing and running everything, but they're technically top of that hierarchy. So people come into that attitude, treating their models like shit and being a cunt. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be respectful, doing the correct processes and doing your job correctly, and not having a go at the model when they can't do theirs because you haven't provided enough information to help them out and do their job correctly.
Remember that we need them. They don't actually need us. They can run OnlyFans by themselves, but can we run OnlyFans without a model? No, of course not, unless we jump on it ourselves and get our dick swinging about, but that's fucking is shit. Of course, you can utilize things like AI to do this by yourself, etc. However, if you are looking to work with models and real life models, you need them. Just remember that.
So where did you get this lone wolf mindset? Most of the time it's from bad habits, such as short form content that you're watching online, which is constantly telling you to do one thing or another thing and manipulating you into certain things, such as the lone wolf attitude, which isn't going to help you in life. So that is one thing to cut out of your life, short form content, which is just a cancer on your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. I recommend replacing it with educational YouTube content from big businessmen in the industry or smaller ones such as ourselves, and you can actually learn off of these people in a long format, 10 times more efficient than reading books or consuming numerous short form content to get the information you would from just a simple long format YouTube video.
Exactly. And if you're wanting to learn some stuff online, you need to have a clean mind and correct rest. So people going out, clubbing and drinking every day or most weekends, this is just going to be destroying your brain. It's going to prevent you from learning efficiently, and it's going to tire you out so your work rate is low. So what you want to do is cut all of that out, get rid of drinking, get rid of going out late nights, and focus more on working, cooperating with others, and trying to optimize your own performance.
Yeah, not only does drinking, smoking, drugs absolutely destroy your brain and distract you from everything that's actually good in your life, but also destroys you financially. I mean, we know people that spend hundreds of quid on going out, partying on weekends, etc., where we prefer to invest our money somewhere that actually will benefit us in the long run, which is what you should be doing realistically. Of course, you're going to want that short-term happiness that comes from, going out on weekends, having a good time, etc. But if you think about the future and what you actually want from life, it's going to make more sense to invest in business and other things, education, which will actually benefit you in the long run.
Like Cole said, finance, that's another mistake people make when starting OFM. With all business, you want to be able to reinvest and continue trying to grow your business rather than spending the money that you get on things that give you instant gratification, such as going out drinking or partying. Instead of doing that, that money that you make from your business, you want to reinvest so you can grow and then make even more.
So if you are looking to invest in yourself and a business and actually learning, I recommend finding a decent mentor or a decent course out there that is within the industry that you like. So for example, OFM, we run mentorship, we run courses, etc. It will just teach you everything you need to know. Plus, normally these types of things will come with a community, so you can network with other people who are actually serious in the industry because they've invested money into themselves, into their business to learn this type of thing. So they're going to be serious about it instead of just, the free group chats. Free group chats are great, but paid ones, of course, are going to be more beneficial because you have more serious people in there.
The last mistake we're going to go over in OFM is people not sticking to their goal. What I mean by this is they go into their business, they start working for a month or two, and then they give up because their goals haven't been achieved. Now, 99% of the time, you're not going to achieve high results within the first month or two of starting your business. You haven't got the experience, you haven't got the money, you quite frankly don't know what you're doing. Spending a bit more time and sticking to that goal for a bit longer is going to help you out in the long run.
Yeah, I think it's one of the main problems with online business and chasing that money that comes from online business. Everyone wants it. And if they don't get it as fast as they want, they're going to quit and move on to the next thing. So you might start OFM for a few months, think, oh, I haven't made £1 million yet, so I'll just go into SMMA because that'll help me out massively. It won't, because you haven't actually spent the time compounding your business. You just have multiple businesses that you're just shitting on and not really spending enough time on every single one. Very famous saying, if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll catch neither one. And of course, it's natural to have big goals, big dreams. I would never expect anyone to come into business with anything but big dreams and goals. I think it's a bad thing to come into business with, oh, I'll only earn 1,000 a month within the first 3 months. I think that's bad, but it's realistic. But it is good to have big dreams. However, when you don't catch those dreams, it's going to be disheartening. You're not going to feel as good about yourself and about your business as much as you would as if you obviously reach those goals. But just remember to stick to it. Keep the long-term goal in mind. You're not going to catch it as quick as you may like. However, just keep it in mind, stick to it and keep working.
So these are our top 5 mistakes in OFM that people make. So try and avoid them and you'll be on a good path.